two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Gonna run it. It's Gadecki. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the 1st.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Rushes on him. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Plows through the defense. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. He did not making a stone wall on third down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Now the play fake. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Tide will get the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way.
Breaks into the open.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And some room to work. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point, puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Most fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Grove. He's out past the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here we go. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Tigers need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot. He gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that latest answer, Tide things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sanchez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like, oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because the
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The gun to give to the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Fires downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it, and he doesn't do it there.
Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The hand to the running back. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 35. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Pressure coming. Throwing on the run. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. Got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here we go. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The play action fake. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to work with after the catch.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game.
Touchdown LSU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got his man downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Can't get him to the ground.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Gadecki. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pocket breaking down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give to the tailback. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Off the play fake. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Rowe. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Alabama.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Let's go! Let's go! He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's out of bounds, has enough for the 1st down, and that conversion keeps hope alive. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse